Hey you guys, yes, it's still the vlog. You're not hearing things. I thought since it was November, I would really quickly show you what indie fragrances I pulled out to use for the fall and winter. I basically rotate my indie fragrances twice a year: fall, winter, spring, summer. Some of them stay out year round, just depending on the scent and the brand. So really quick, I'll just go through these. Let's start off with Darling Clandestine scents because I have some of the solids here in my hands. So the solids, I have a bunch of these little ones and they stay out year round. Basically, I just try to use them up because the fragrance fades really quickly from these. They're quite old. They're mostly just like a moisturizing type of wax now. But there's Pyrotechnic. Focus. No, anyway. Mad as Birds. Pyrotechnic has no more scent. Mad as Birds has a little bit of a sweet scent, and this is Halo Chrome, which is one of my favorites from Darling Clandestine, and this one has no more scent. So these just are like, I put them on my hair like to kind of like use like a hair wax or so, but yeah, they're just to use up at this point. Most of them I got as gifts with purchase, so it's fine. Then I have the House of Bourbon French perfumery, and I have a few that I'm keeping out from the spring summertime. The first one is Voodoo Love. This one I actually decanted out for some people, but it's like a very musky, sexy, intoxicating scent. The next is Cameo Noir. I thought I had one more. Did I lose it? Maybe not. Okay, so those two. And then I have this is from the men's cologne line, but it's the fragrance Dousson, and this is my favorite. It's like sexy, it's really kind of woody, spicy. It's masculine, but it's not like too masculine. It's definitely a unisex type of scent. So that one. These are some other little randos. Actually, yeah, this one first. This is from the brand Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab, a very famous, well-known indie brand. And it is called it's called something I can't pronounce very good, which is Mictecacihuatl, and I'm sorry, I just butchered it, and I apologize, I already know. But it's a spicy, slightly gourmand, slightly woody and resinous scent from the brand Arcana Wildcraft. I have a few that I'm putting up. I have the Rose Petal Blunt. This is actually staying over from spring and summer, because I think it will go well in the fall. And I also have Twirling the Pearl, which is a slight, like a fruity floral type, with a hint of vanilla. I thought I had one more from I guess not. All right. From the house Black Violet. This house doesn't exist anymore. Nope, that's not even Black Violet. From Cocoa Pink, I have a couple of mini ones that I'm using up. I've got Witchcraft, perfect for the season. That's from their Stranger Things collection. I have Black Blood, which is my favorite scent from them, and it's discontinued now. And then I have the scent Netherworld, and this is not really a wearable scent. It smells like, it literally smells like the bowels of hell. But it's fun to use sparingly, like in the tips of your hair or anywhere that people might catch a whiff of something unique but not be too overwhelmed by the scent. this one, this is for a different, okay. Another one that I have just one of that I'm using. I only have 2 fragrances from this house because she went on an indefinite hiatus years and years and years ago and never came back. So, but the house's one hand washes the other. I believe her Etsy shop, last I checked, it was still open, but on vacation, but she hasn't come back in a long time. So I don't think that she's coming back. But I have a solid fragrance called All the Fires, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a smoky, fiery leaf. It's like green and smoky at the same time. This I'm going to keep by my bed because it's a solid, and I love the applicator. You can just put it on and it's so creamy. It's not like a really stiff wax. And this scent has really held up over the years, so I really like that. The other one that I have from One Hand Washes the Other is called Memento, and it was part of a duo called Memento Mori. And I don't really use it just because I really like it, and there's no way for me to replace it once it's used up, so I just hold on to it. I have from CJ Scents, I have Toasted Pistachio. This was gifted to me in an order I placed with someone in a fragrance group, and I absolutely love it. It says Toasted Pistachio, but I don't really get any pistachio. It smells like a straight up like chocolate bar kind of fragrance to me. I really like that. So that's actually a year-rounder. And then I have one from the Parlor company. Is it just one? Yeah. This is my custom fragrance from the Parlor company. It has tobacco, cedarwood, and sandalwood. And I love the applicator. It's like a little dabber. It's so elegant. I like to put it on behind my ears, especially at bedtime, my neck. And the scent has just improved with time. Just as it's macerated, it's just gotten amazing. Most of the, oh no, here's one more that I only have one of. This is from the Strange South. I don't have a lot from the Strange South, but I do really like the ones that I've purchased and the ones that I've sampled. This is called Cold Season, and it's kind of a wet petrichor sort of earthy scent. Just, I feel like it's a really good version of a petrichor type scent without being too weird or like hard to wear, because sometimes these more unique scents can be quite difficult to wear. What next? Let's do Sugar&Spite. You all recall, I'll put it in the cards, I did order from them last Halloween and got quite a few scents. The ones I'm using this year are the oil fragrance Sin in My Heart. This was a free gift with the purchase. It's an apple, like a candy apple fragrance, but I really like it. I do actually really enjoy it. I don't usually like apple fragrances, but this one I do. And then I'm also going to be using the Spider and the Fly. So this one is more of like a baked goods, like an apple crumble or some sort of like pie type of scent. And I thought that these two would be really nice layered together. This fragrance is actually another one I only have one of. I decanted it from a dabber style packaging into a roller ball to help myself wear it more, but I still don't wear it very often. So I'm taking it out again, just like every year, to try to encourage myself to wear it. There was a matching lotion that I used up already. But I just don't love this one. Anyway, it's called Sankt Nikolaus, and it's from the brand Debaucherous Bath and Body. I do not recommend this brand. This is the only thing I own from them for a reason. I don't know how they are now, but at the time, their customer service was incredibly poor. The owner was very combative if you contacted them about the service. It just wasn't a pleasant shopping experience. So I never ordered from them again, and I don't love this. So, I mean, it's not a big deal, but I am trying to use it. These guys don't go here. So I did show you the Black Violet mini perfumes that I was using, but I'll show you the fuller size. These are 10 ml roller balls. Again, Black Violet did go out of business. This company is not around anymore, and it's really unfortunate because her scents were quite lovely, but I know that she did have some health issues, so I pray that the best happened for her, because these fragrances are really nice. I have Lady Grey, which is an Earl Grey scent with a hint of cigarette smoke, but the cigarette smoke note is quite prominent. Even for me, I'm not really bothered by the scent of cigarettes, but if I wear this on my skin in hot weather, I will absolutely get nauseous. So I only break it out once the temperatures start dropping below 70 degrees. I have my favorite fragrance from the brand, which is called Ginger and Lace. This bottle is actually, it actually leaked, so I'm not sure how much is left in here, but it's just a really sweet floral, light floral, soft ginger, like ginger flower type of scent. It's not spicy really. It's just so pretty. It's definitely more of a spring summer fragrance, but I really like to wear it. I just like it. I want to wear it, so it's coming out. And then I have Witch's House, which is like a candy gourmand type of fragrance, and it's just perfect for this time of year. Let's do Solstice scents. Yes, 2 from Solstice scents. I didn't bring out any of the EDPs this time around, just because I have all of the EDPs I have except for one. I have also in oil, and since I'm not as big of a fan of oil, I'm trying to use it up first. So I do have the discontinued fragrance Shoikan Grove. This is a very thick, dense fir tree scent. I mean, I can tell you how old it is because it has the metal roller ball. This doesn't get used even in most brands at all, but this is not one for the hot weather. It is absolutely like bold, foresty, heavy wintertime scent. But I do really love me those woody fragrances. And then I have Midnight Marquee, which is one of my favorites from Solstice Scents. It's got a gourmand hint with like some motor oil and some kind of like rubber metal, like tire kind of drive-in vibes. I really, really like it. Some more from Sugar&Spite. I'm sorry. These are older ones, so their packaging threw me off. This is Grimoire from Sugar&Spite. This is the oldest one from the brand that I own, and it came in this very cool dropper style packaging, but god damn, this fragrance is not for the faint of heart. It's not even for the faint of skin, because there are so many like really rich, spicy, heavy oils that it kind of tingles on the skin. And it smells so heavy, dense, spicy, burning, just like it sounds. I really like to bring this out in the Halloween time. It's not Halloween anymore, but you know what I mean. And then I also have Sugar&Spite's limited release from the David Bowie collection, Exquisite Alien, and the fragrance is called Queen Bitch. This one I had a huge dislike for the first few years that I owned it. It really took some time to macerate and to like settle into itself. You guys, I cannot explain to you why some fragrances can take so long to macerate and get good, but some of them just do need that time. So I try to not write anything off right away. especially if the fragrance isn't thick and like very vibrant. So anyway, this was limited edition, but I think you can still get it. I think she added the fragrance to the general catalog. So I think you can get the scent, but not the packaging. Blackpink. Why was I say Blackpink? Black, there's no black. There's nothing black. Mona Lisa, I have Gilded Bat Eau de Parfum. This is a chocolatey, nutty, just really not, it's a not sweet, gourmandy type of scent. It has a lot of oils in it, and it's a really dense, rich fragrance. I picked it up was it in a sale or was it just on a whim, because most of the other scents were sold out and I didn't want to miss out on this release. But I do actually really like this fragrance. I am still waiting on my order from Mona Lisa of Haunted Home to come in, but it should be shipping this week, I believe, so I'm looking forward to that. Next up is this was an accident. Dang, and I put everything away already. So next up is from House of Glory, and I only have 3 from House of Glory. I actually only have 2 from House of Glory because one's the same. One is a duplicate. I have Saloon Ghost, which is their Ghost Puffs fragrance mixed with like a saloon, like dusty vibe, like dusty tobacco vibe. Again, this was another one I didn't like at first. It took a while to kind of grow into itself. Now I really enjoy it. And then I have the Horseman. So this is the bottle that I wanted to use. Somehow I got 2 bottles out. I have 3 bottles in total because I love this scent. This is the one that, girl, you're gonna put this on you and you're gonna smell like you have $1 million just waiting to be spent in your checking account. I don't know. It's a magical scent though. Everyone I've told and everyone I've recommended it to has agreed with me, and I cannot tell you why that is, but it is magic. Next, we have one from Alchemic Muse. This is a brand I don't talk that much about, but I really like this brand's product. The focus is more on bath and body than on fragrance. She only does the 5 ml oils, so I don't purchase perfume that much from the brand just because I have so many oils, but I do really love her body butters, body scrubs, all of those things. Anyway, this is called Voodoo. It's actually from a Valentine's collection, but it's like floral, thick, and just kind of romantic. It feels nice like for the holiday season. From Darling Clandestine, I've taken out my favorite from the line, which is Noose Jewelry. This is my backup bottle of it, and I don't know if I want to use it, but I know that I should use it so that I can get the most out of it. It's just earthy, it's patchouli, it's got a very natural scent. It's a natural sort of vibe. I really like wearing it alone or layered under other fragrances to kind of tone them down a bit. I have Brasal Hikinolao. Now I know that is, because it's Portuguese, so I know that's wrong, but it's a holiday scent. It's got kind of a festive sort of vibe, but it's also much more like cool and green than like a typical like winter Christmas holiday scent. Then I've got In Sheets. This is not one of my favorites from Darling Clandestine, so again, I do try to make myself use it whenever possible. The original, I can't remember what the original was. It was, but this is actually like, this is a Like there was original fragrance, and then she took it and created 2 other fragrances from the original, and this is one of them. I prefer the original better. I'll put it on the screen if I can remember what the name was. Girl, you're having a hard time. This is going to end up being its own video, so I'm sorry that my face isn't in it. Oh, and I also have, this is actually from her October collection. There's 4 fragrances. This is the only one I have in this larger size. The rest I have in the little dram vial size. But this is called Wither. And they're all very moody. This is kind of sweet and green, like a decaying greenery. And also with that petrichor vibe. Those scents are on sale on her website in a package deal right now. I'll link to it if it's still available when I put this fragrance up, or when I put this video up. And then I also have from Darling Clandestine, My Lady Serre. This is a really fun one because you get a good juxtaposition of a floral and a more like leather, metallic leathery. It's like kind of a half and half of a more feminine versus masculine. Yeah, it's so pretty. I love wearing this one because that like unique, the way that she's managed to make 2 scents almost side by side. I love it. I really love it. Last but not least, I'm at Alchemy. I said in the, I'm sorry, I'm in my pajamas, and then I'm going to make this a whole ass video on its own, whatever. I said in my tag video that Alchemy is a fragrance house that I have the most of when it comes to indie scents, and it's really true. So I've got quite a few here to go up on the shelf. So first of all, I have Pheromone P28. This is an oil-based pheromone fragrance. You can believe in pheromone, you know, whether they work or not. Like, I know that scientifically it's not based in any science, but I find that this does work. So P28 is designed to attract male attention. So if you were a man wearing this, you'd get male attention. If you were a woman wearing this, you'd get male attention. If you were on the gender binary wearing this, you'd still get male attention. And it works for people who both are biologically born male and people who identify as male. Don't ask me why. I don't know how that is, because I didn't create the fragrance. That's just how it's listed, and that's the rules that they set forth when you buy this scent. Like, here you go. Just know this is how it's going to be. In my experience, it does work. It's not foolproof. Like, it's not going to get you every guy under the sun, but it does kind of entice the male attention if they're already close enough to smell you. This is oil. I wanted it in alcohol because the alcohol projects better, but it was in the sale and that was all they had left. So P28, Pheromone P28. I'll link it if it's still available on Alchemy's website because it's a fun thing to have. And you can layer it with other fragrances. I've found that the scent itself has just a very mild, like a mild citrus, very, very faint, but otherwise no scent whatsoever. I have got the fragrance Corsair. This was a discontinued fragrance and the bottle actually came like this. I'm not sure if it leaked or if they just had a random bottle, but that's what you get when you're purchasing in the January sale, or January. That's what you get when you're purchasing in the July sale. Like, things are, they say, like, they straight up say, like, these things are random. So you get what you get. This is a masculine fragrance. I don't wear it that often. I actually brought it out so that if my husband wanted to wear a fragrance but not too like heavy, he could just put this on his wrists. And then I have all of my I have all of my Alchemy oil vials, and I also have one Alchemy Eau de Parfum. So this is the fragrance Gentleman's Adventurers Club. Alchemy stopped doing Eau de Parfum, and so this was in the July sale. It's a little bit more masculine than I was hoping for based on the notes, but it's still really pretty. It's kind of a masculine, woody, paper kind of vibe. Like, it's got a very, like, if the inside of a ship's cabin, like a fancy old-timey sailing ship, had a scent, I feel like it would be that. I can't put that up for now. All right, so New Orleans Love Spell from Alchemy. This is the older version. I believe they still release the newer version towards Valentine's Day, but this is also one that's said to have pheromones in it. I've never noticed with this one any attraction happening, so take it as you will, but it is a really pretty scent. I have the Arcana Experiments number 25 from the year 2020. Oh, smells really sweet cherry, like a cherry or fruity, other fruity scents. There's probably other things, but just I'm literally just sniffing it cold. So Carmen 7. This is kind of a sexier, ambery floral. Not my favorite, but again, bringing it out to use. Arcanum Experiments number 12 from 2019. Definitely a tobacco scent. We've got, it smells like there's like some laudanum in there and maybe other resinous. This is Falling Stars at Winter Solstice, which I bring out every year. It's woody and cold. I don't really know what else to say or how better to explain it. And then I have Vamp. This I got in the January. This I got in the July sale as well. Kind of a sexy, like a siren sort of like musky vibe right off the top. Again, like that was all cold sniffs, so I can't go too heavy on the notes because I can't smell them. But anyway, those are the indie fragrances that I pulled out to use this this month. Or not this month, like this season. And some of the other scents that I'm going to have on my tray are my Bath & Body Works Forever Red and Forever Midnight minis, Acro Bake. I've got Maison Francis Kurkdjian Masculine Pluriel. I wear this and my husband wears that. I've got Chanel Eau Premiere from Chanel number 5 Eau Premiere. My favorite of the Chanel number 5s. I've got a little bit of Decanted Dark Lord from Kilian. Ooh, this one is a leather. I've got Womanity from Mugler because this is much better and much easier to wear in the cold weather. But it smells so good. Oh, she's a sexy one. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna have to edit this video down and make it a full video instead of a vlog insert because I talked too much and I had too many perfumes. Anyway, I hope that you're having a wonderful month and that I will see you in my next video. I'm so done.